Worse. Compared to a heart-lung transplant, this is a walk in the park.
Any change in her condition, I want to know straight away.
Listen, is something wrong?
No, it's fine. I'm just worried about Fiona.
He's nice. Very caring.
Do you fancy a coffee? It seems like I haven't seen you for ages.
No, I've got things to do.
I'm sure it can wait.
Michael, what's going on? With you and her?
I've told you, it's finished.
If you're lying to me.
She was talking about leaving. I was just trying to help.
Excuse me. Can I see my daughter, please?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Hi, Marion.
How was your x-ray?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I do. That's why I brought you here.
Yeah, well, they've fixed me up. Do the same for you.
Hello, Darwin, staff nurse speaking. Miss Beecham, microbiology for you.
Oh, great, thank you. Connie Beecham. Thank you.
What is it?
Results on Fiona's blood and sputum cultures. She's got the RSA.
What?
Well, how did she get that?
So much for your cleaning protocol.
Nothing to do with my
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Is the RSA like NRSA?
Well, no, it's vancomycin resistant, which means it's much, much harder to treat. It's a catastrophe.
No, it gets worse. The swabs taken by the Healthcare Commission show that there are 4 others with the same organism. One of them is Marion.
Okay, everyone. You busy?
I just need to find out how to treat Fiona.
She'll need to be on intravenous linezolid 600 milligrams twice a day. A colonized patient should be on the same dose orally.
Oh, that's impressive.
Pissed off, nurse? Okay, we're now closing Darwin to new patients. We'll be admitting cardiothoracic cases to the general wards.
What about the patients already on Darwin?
Well, we should discharge them as usual. If not, they should stay put. Moving them could spread this thing around the whole hospital. Matron, you'll need to assign barrier nursing staff to deal exclusively with the BRSA patients.
Can I suggest we keep them all in bay too?
Yeah, good idea.
I'll get Fiona ready now, shall I?
Thank you.
Right, so we know what needs to do. Can you stop?
Deep cleaning protocols happening. Rearranging Darwin and barrier nurses in case, so...
Good. And the quicker we stamp this thing out, the sooner we can reopen Darwin. Any change?
No. Fiona's on the new drugs.
Well, let's hope she responds soon.
I've got a full meeting for the infection control group at 12. You going to be there?
Of course.
Good. Got some explaining to do.
I don't have anything to hide.
She's an AF. Fiona, get me 300 amiodarone and get the defib on standby.
BP 60 systolic. Let's check potassiums and a set of gases, please.
Come on, Fiona. Don't do this to me. Come on.
Amiodarone's running.
Come on, Fiona.
Potassium 4.1 back up too.
Can you get the duty anaesthetist in case we need to cardiovert?
Wait. My heart rate's dropping and BP's rising.
Yes, it's responding.
She's not out of the woods yet. I'm worried that sepsis is causing her to reject the heart.
No, she'll respond to the new antibiotics. She has to.
Right, let's get FBCs, using these, LFTs.
She's stabilised now. Her heart was running a little too
Let's
fast,
get Lecker.
but she's responded to treatment.
Thanks for everything you're doing.
Look, if it weren't for you, she wouldn't have got this far. Without you at her bedside, through all the operations and the transplant.
If it weren't for me, she wouldn't be like this.
No, you can't blame yourself. We'll get her through this, I promise you.
Why don't you concentrate on the bigger picture? I'll keep a close eye on Fiona.
Thanks. I still want to be involved, though.
BP 90/60. Ejection fracture's about 2. How's he doing?
Looking good. Okay, you get some rest. I'll be outside with your mum.
Mrs. Beecham, I am old enough to know what's happening.
Well, I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your heart's not functioning as well as it was a few hours ago. There is a possibility that it's going into rejection, which means
You don't need to explain.
No, of course not. We'll give you some mannitol for the blood pressure, but the next few hours are crucial.
Thanks for being so honest.
All right, Chrissy, set up a deterioration infusion, 5 mics per kilo per minute.
Yeah, do it straight away.
It's the least you can do.
What's all that about? A deep cleaning protocol was initiated as soon as the outbreak was identified. It's been strictly applied, which means all visitors and staff members have been asked to wash their hands before and after returning to the wards.
So, as far as you're concerned, you've done everything humanly possible to prevent the spread of the disease?
Absolutely.
I have a question. We will have the skin swab results here, and it clearly shows that everyone admitted in the last month was negative for VRSA.
Yes.
So the VRSA that infected Fiona Dunn must have been on the ward already. In that case, there must have been a long-term systemic failure of the cleaning regime, despite Matron Williams' assurances.
What if the admissions procedure was faulty and failed to detect a transferred patient who already had VRSA?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you look at the admissions records, there are a number of patients who came from other hospitals. Louise Patton, Frances Hunt, Joy Marshall. Any one of them could have had VRSA. Joy Marshall came from Shoreham Cross. Okay, now she was a friend of Fiona Dunn's. Fiona visited her last week, and now she has VRSA. I suggest we recheck the swabs, if only to rule out the possibility that Joy Marshall came to Holby already with VRSA. Also, in the process, since there seem to be people queuing up to blame the cleaning regime, it will exonerate me.
Or indeed, confirm your responsibility in the situation. I think it's an excellent idea. Michael?
I agree. Let's retest all the admission swabs. I'll organise that right away.
Blood pressure's sagging again. What's the debutant on?
12.
Okay, take it up to 14, please. That should help raise her BP.
What about adding milrinone? It might help the strain on the left ventricle.
It's worth a try, I suppose. Let's do another set of gases as well, please.
10 mils of urine in the last hour.
Means her kidneys are failing.
Keeping everyone busy.
Oh, don't worry about them. Just try and get some rest, eh?
You're scared, Mum. I've seen that look before.
What's the water pressure, please?
Everything's going to be fine, love.
18 milligrams.
You don't have to say that. I know what's going on. And you don't have to be scared. I'm not.
Don't say that.
It's a bit high.
Been through much worse before.
I was born with a dodgy heart.
Should we try giving her some food?
That's just the way it was. No point getting upset about it.
Yeah, but careful.
I've spent my whole life knowing it would get me in the end.
Okay, 250 of Hartman's, please.
Then, a year ago, I got to borrow someone else's heart. Pretty decent of them to lend it. But I always knew it was only borrowed. But what a year. I wouldn't give it up for all the time in the world. I learnt to drive a car. I could dance without going blue. I always used to put the boys off before. You all gave me that year. Whatever happens, no one can take it away.
Base excess is minus 12. Let's try giving her a bit of bicarbonate. You okay?
Yeah. I just got to give this statement to the press about the VRSA outbreak. Is there anything you want me to say?
No. Give it straight. Don't want to be accused of another cover-up.
Mrs. Beecham.
She's throwing off ectopics.
Having runs of VT.
100 milligrams of lignocaine, please.
What's happening? Is she getting worse?
We're doing all we can for her. Come on.
Let's have the defib ready.
Testing results.
5.9.
Okay, she's in ventricular by Gemini.
Right, we need to give her some bicarb. 50 millimoles quickly.
Okay, rhythm settling.
Right, we're going to have to do another scan.
The press conference.
Forget the press conference.
No, there are enough pairs of hands here. You've got other responsibilities.
Okay, VT sustained. We've got an output.
Go. I can handle this.
Let.
360 again. Clear. It's like a systole. Keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, let me 10. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How long have we been going?
25 minutes. Feels like hours.
I'm not
sure how much more she can take of this.
Okay, one more cycle. Agreed? Adrenaline in, please. 360 again. Clear. Still asystole. I'm sorry.
When I said...
Whoever's responsible for this is going to pay.
Hello, Connie.
Zubin, what are you doing here today?
I never got the chance to say how much I appreciated everything you did for Paris. I will never forget it.
Thank you. I'm just sorry we couldn't save him. You didn't have to come here to say that.
That's not why I'm here.
No.
I was on my way to hand in my resignation.
No, Zubin, you can't.
Connie, I have had my head buried for so long. I've forgotten what life is all
No,
about.
Zubin, we need you. We are in crisis here.
Connie, I've just buried my son. Family is what is important to me now.
So what are you going to do?
I have a daughter in America. I'm going to spend some time with her, and then... who knows? Goodbye, Mrs. Beecham. Good luck.
What's wrong with Chrissy?
No idea.
Are you sure there's nothing going on between you two?
No, I told you. I swear I finished it with her weeks ago.
You know we've just lost Zubin. Michael, this place is spiraling out of control.
It'll be all right. Don't worry.
How? How will it be all right?
You know I'd do anything to save Darwin. I know how much it means to you. We just got to get through the next few days, that's all.